All right. Whew. Out on an easy 3-miler at the moment. And it's my first run since this weekend. Things are definitely still tight, sore. Hence the easy part, I guess. So that's all right. Working out the kinks. You gotta move a little bit. Motion is lotion. All right. So last weekend was the Jupiter Ridge Sandsburg 50K. And if you've been watching any videos, you know that I've been training for that for like the past 3 months. And we hit a couple road bumps along the way. And that's all right. That's what happens. It's what happens when you're training for something. And you got to be able to roll with the punches and figure those things out. But just to briefly review, it was the end of November, beginning of December, something like that. And I went out for, I think it was an 18-mile long run, and started to get some pretty decent, I'm gonna call it tendonitis in my right leg. It just was a little much. So backed off, tried to come back after a week. It was still there. It ended up with me taking almost a full 2 weeks off before the race. And it is what it is. I knew going into it that it was going to be a fight if I was going to get all the way through it, and kind of lowered my expectations to just be happy with whatever happened. And I got through 4 out of 7 loops of the 50K. And you know what? Crazy happy that I was able to get that done. And with what I accomplished, it was all in the sand. Well, like 85% in like sugar sand. So something completely different from what I've ever done before. And really happy, number one, that I did it. Number two, that I didn't quit before I started. And number three, that I got through as much as I did. So on to 2026 and on to new things. All right, this is going to be the last you're going to hear me in 2025. And just, you know, I'm so incredibly grateful that everything I was able to accomplish this year. A year that was kind of marked by my return to running, and early in the year, just getting back into that from almost no running whatsoever for several years, and being able to finish the Treasure Coast Half Marathon at the beginning of the year, then going through that whole training building phase and trying my hand at breaking a 6-minute mile. And we got pretty close. And then kind of rehabbing a little bit of an injury and giving a go at the 50K here at the end of the year. So with today's run, I'm gonna wrap up with, I think, like almost 820 miles total run for the year. And like I've talked about in a couple of videos now, this year will go down as one of the most consistent for running that I've ever had. And I've been running for 25 years now, a little more than that. So just grateful, proud, and anxious to see what comes next year. And it's going to transition a little bit, I know already. I'm planning on, in order to kind of get as consistent as I was this past year with running, I took a break and canceled my membership last year. I didn't go CrossFit to the CrossFit box at all. And that was by choice. I just knew if I wanted to really get back into it the way that I did, the only way to do that was just to focus solely on that goal and go at it. And, you know, I still did some CrossFit stuff, and I did that at home in the garage gym. We made some videos, and you guys saw some of that, but it was nothing near like what I've been doing in years past. And I miss it. So one thing that's definitely going to happen, already put some things in place, is starting next week, we're gonna go back to the box. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting back into the box and doing some, some more CrossFit style workouts. Looking forward to throwing some heavy weight around. Just know, even just working out in the garage, some of my numbers have taken a hit with all the time off from that we've taken. So looking forward to getting back in there, throwing some heavy weight around, and getting those strength numbers back up, hopefully putting on a little bit of muscle, and definitely going to focus, especially for the first quarter of this year, on trying to kind of rebuild the aesthetic a little bit. Not that I'm crazy concerned about that, but we've got a family vacation cruise coming up in March, and I'd like to, I've with the running, especially this end half of the year, and taking a couple weeks off, Christmas, kind of getting a little bit of a skinny fat look. So we're going to try to turn that around and get things moving in the right direction. Start the year off right, hit the box first thing on Monday. We're back with dialed in nutrition. We're talking in the morning, eggs, egg whites, a little bit of fruit, some oatmeal, and then hitting the chicken breast and white rice for lunch. Just like back on the clean train, getting that water and hydration dialed in, all that stuff. So start the year off right, see where we go. But looking forward to it. Lots planned for the channel, and I hope you guys stick with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that. Click that like, subscribe down below. All right, enough walking. I got about half a mile left. Head back to the house, and we're gonna hit a little bit of a deadlift workout. All right, here we go. All right, so we're back in the garage, and the goal today, of course, still recovering from last weekend. So we're not trying to overload or do anything crazy. I'm just trying to, did a little 3-mile easy run just to kind of flush some stuff out, and then just gonna try to fire up the CNS system a little bit, just get things moving, nothing heavy and nothing crazy. So I've got 135 pounds loaded on the bar. I'm gonna do just like 5 sets of 5 of the deadlifts. Then I'm gonna do 5 sets of 10 of dumbbell snatches. And then I've got 2 53-pound kettlebells. I'm just gonna pick those up and do 10 slow, controlled shoulder shrugs. So deadlifts, snatches, shoulder shrugs. We're gonna do 5 sets of 5, 10, 10, and then we're gonna call it a day. Go in, get showered, enjoy the rest of the day, and get set up to watch Stranger Things tonight. See if we can stay up until the ball drops. All right, let's go.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just level up. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just level up. Don't be scared.
It's good enough for today. That's it for 2025. Onward and upward.